Hey guys, welcome to another week. I hope you guys had a very great weekend, and and I hope you guys, join out your trades, went back to retrospect about how the week went. This stuff is super necessary, in trading the forex market, and in improving yourself, in general as a trader. So last week or 2 weeks time, the market has been a little choppy, for swing, trades opportunity, right? I mean, for day traders and scalpers, there will always be moves in the market, but for swing traders, the since June, the market has, been lacking a follow through, impulse, and which is okay, it's always expected, right? At times the market really get choppy. It only tells a story that there's going to be an impulsive move coming. So let's go through GBPUSD and see what opportunities is potentially, will potentially be available for the new week, right? So this is the monthly time frame. You know how we always do. Go straight to the bigger time frame to understand what's going down and take the story down to the smaller time frame to finding an opportunity. So let's go straight into GU now. So we have this pair on the monthly time frame as usual. You guys are not, new with our system of analysis, right? We have the upper, the mid-range, and the lower zone. So clearly, price is traded between the lower and the mid-range zone, right? Getting through to the mid-range zone, right? And we have a smaller zones right here to really make us understand, what has been going on. And apparently, when you look at this clearly, it tells us the price is between this zone and this zone. So it gives us our area of focus as regards the zone we need to focus on, right? So we're focusing on this zone, right? What do we want to see? We want to see how will price complete this move to the mean range zone and continue, to the upper zone, or will price get to the mean range zone and have an exhaustion back, below the mean range zone before it finds the follow through pressure. So that's what we want to know. So let's take it to the weekly time frame to expand things better, right? So on the weekly time frame, what do we have right here? We have price actually approaching, the mid-range zone, and we can see things even much more clearly as it is right now. So now, what do we have in game, right? So let's really understand what is going on. So we can't just focus on the fact the price is between this level and this level and may complete this, push to this upside before we determine the next, movement. But we need to understand the story behind the market. So what's the story behind the market, right? So you can see after price made a push to this level, right, price started to pick up and start to move on a higher low structure. So we have a higher low, we have a higher low right here, and now we have a higher low right here, right? So now what does that mean for us? That means the price is on a very bullish market, right? So we have the latest higher low right here, and of course we marked this point out on the daily time frame, which I'm still going to show you guys later. But now the price is on a higher low. What could be the potential point the price is going, right? So we have a level right here that we identify with our horizontal, line, right? We have it right here, and we say we're looking at a situation where price is going to make the move to this level first. Then when price gets to this level first, to complete this level, right, this could be a potential double bottom, not the textbook example, but this could be a potential double bottom, completion. And after price completes, then we are going to be looking at either price breaking to the upper side or rejecting. If it breaks to the other side, that means the bigger double bottom right here at this point and this point will actually be obeyed. So the opportunity we might be looking at next week could actually be price, making a move to this level. So let's get to the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, remember, okay, quick one to the weekly time frame. Remember, our area of focus is going to be right on this level, to this level. So let's get what's up. So after price made this higher low, definitely there must have been a reaction on the lower time frame that we can focus on. So let's take it to the daily time frame. So on the daily time frame, what do we have? We had actually mapped our zone out. So this was the higher low structure, right? We've actually been taking advantage of the pounds USD for the past 2 3 months, they've given us very good, profit, and I think no loss so far for the past 2 3 months. And that's because we understood the structure and we understood what price is actually doing. So we mapped out the structure. Remember, all the move we're looking at is price making it out of this higher low and making a potential push to the upside. So let's understand the story, right? So after price start to make the higher low, let's see things clearer. After price got to this level, what did price do? Let's map out the structure. So price made a push, right? Price made an exhaustion. So after price made that exhaustion, it made another push to the downside. After price made the push to the downside, it made an exhaustion to a lower high and make a double exhaustion. That means price is finding the area of double support right on this level, right? And what the price do after broke this lower high structure right on this level? After that, what the price do? Find a higher low level right here that consolidates into like a flag structure, right? And after price found the higher low, what had happened? Price broke the mean range. So now we have the daily upper mean range and the lower zone. So after price broke the mean range zone, what do we have right here? We have a retest of the mean range zone and a further push to this point the price is right now. So apparently, what have we seen? We saw an exhaustion right here from this level to this level that got broken. And after the exhaustion got broken, what do we have? Price formed into a consolidation, which I remember we took advantage of this to the upside. After this retest again, we took another advantage to the upside. And after that, what has happened so far in the market? What has happened so far in the market is that price has now ever since been consolidating. So we have a consolidation phase, inside the market for the past 2 3 weeks, right? 2 3 weeks has been so consolidating, right? But we can't shy away from the fact the price is coming from an higher low. Change the daily structure right on this level, and right now price is consolidating. So what do we have, right? We need to be able to understand the relationship. After price broke this level, of course, it made a retest. So we need to understand what is going on between this level and this level, right? What can we see on this level? What information can the market give us on this level that could probably complete this for us, right? And if we don't have enough information where price could push to the upside, then maybe we could come back and retest this mean range zone before we get the push to the upside to completing the weekly double bottom pattern to the upside, right? Which is indicated by the vertical, lines, right? So horizontal line, I mean. So now, what do we see clearly? Of course, we could see a situation by after price made the major higher low, start to move on a higher low consolidation. Like we said, this consolidation, like we said, the flag structure, broken and everything. So now what do we do is that we bring out our trend line and see what price has been doing, right? So having this trend line now, we know something for a fact. The price has respected this trend line more than once, right? Touch one, touch two, and price almost touched this level, last week on Thursday, I guess, last week, and now price rejected and it's coming back to retest this level. We don't actually know what's going on. So let's take it to the 4 hours. So on the 4 hours, what do we know? Let's make sure it's drawn properly. So on the 4 hours, what do we know? This is all the consolidation we have been talking about, right? So we can amplify, really further. But there's something I want you guys to see, okay? So after price actually made the break above this mean range, after this strong consolidation right here, after this strong consolidation right here, and price made the push to the upside, what do we have in game? We have a situation whereby price made an higher low right here. So what do we have? We have the higher low that went to the highest point right here. Then ever since then, price has been rejecting. We have price made a push, right, broke into it. So what do we know for sure? Then price has actually been bouncing off, right? The first time the price got to this level, rejected between at the golden zone between the 50.0 to 61.8. Another point, price rejected, right, almost touching the 61.8, rejected right here. So what do we know? We definitely know that we have a very good information right here, and this could be a very strong area of support, right? So this is certainly our 4 hour zone, right? So let me map this out so that we can actually see things clearly and take off the Fibonacci. So now that we have this zone right here, we know something for a fact that this has been a very strong support zone, right? You can see it right here, see it right here, see it right here, right here. So one thing that we're looking at, interesting, we thought this was actually the move because we've been in this swing and unfortunately we got caught up in the consolidation, but because we've identified our risk and definitely we actually don't care about how long it's going to take, right? We just set it out there, accepted the risk and, led the trade, right? So last week we saw a very beautiful push to the upside, right? But price cannot break this level, right? So ever since then, price has been the first time the price got here, it made a push, it came back, and ever since then, price hasn't broken this level. Okay, you guys see it? So now, after price has gone to this level, we add this retest right here on Friday, but price cannot break it. Then we are now having another situation where prices come down. So what is my most likely scenario, right? I'm looking at the situation about prices is going to come here to retest this level and again retest what? The trend line. So upon retesting all this level, what do we have? We have a double support right here. So we have the trend line acting as a diagonal support, and we have the Fibonacci support, then we have the horizontal support. So we have three supports right here that could be pushing the price, to the upside, knowing fully well that the major structure is actually bullish, right? The structure that picked up from this level and gave us a higher low, and this is a higher low, and this is still a higher low at the 61.8 level. So this is a very strong point for us. So what are we going to be looking at next week? We're looking at a situation about the forces, the bullish injection comes to this level, strong enough to break this level to the upside, to this level for our TP1, then of course even further for our TP2. So this is exactly what we're looking at on this pair. So you guys can see how I've systematically broke down the market from the bigger point of view, connected with the story in the past, and actually projected what I think the market is going to do. We are already in this trade on a swing, I think our trade is still right on our entry point, right? So what is going to invalidate this trade? Obviously, if we see a break below this level, then after a break below this level, if we find a retest back, then we're going to be looking at the situation of selling to this level. But definitely, I'm not going to be taking it because the risk reward is not really that good for me as a swing trader, right? But if price reject this level, which we've been locked in on this level, right? We're looking for a rejection to TP1 and a rejection of about 134 pips to TP1, and if it makes it to TP2, then we're looking at 270 plus pips to TP2. So thank you guys so much. I want you guys to focus and pay attention to details on your analysis. Remember, we always say something: every good trade doesn't mean you close in profit. It means it has a story behind your reasons for entry, and it leaves the traces of lesson after you get out of the trade. So regardless of how you close it, profit loss, right? So that you should always learn to take good trades. And thank you guys so much. I want you guys to trade safe. The consolidation is on. Hopefully this week the market has enough impulsive momentum to inject into the market and drive things in a very clear direction. For swing traders, trade safe, manage your risk, and have a very beautiful week ahead. Thank you guys.